friends, this is Linda. Thought I would get the camera out today and do a little video. I got some packages in this week of some supplies that I had bought, and I thought I'd open up the box and share with you some of the items that I did purchase and what they're going to be for, or anyway, I'll show you what I've got. I've seen some of you others do that, and I think it's kind of fun to be able to share your excitement of a Christmas package that came early and open it up and pull everything out. So this one here came from Factory Direct Craft, and what I had ordered was just a few things that I knew I would be needing coming up. I ordered this bush of marigolds. I think these are so pretty. They're nice and bright yellow, so I ordered that bush. And I ordered this bouquet of peonies. I think these are really pretty and nice and springy, because spring is, well, it's a long way off, but I'm planning ahead. And then I also ordered these Christmas picks. They're poinsettias in this pretty sparkly gold color, kind of an antique gold. And I have all these. I think I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 of these. If I don't use them all this year yet, I will certainly put them aside. They have them on sale. And so I thought I'd go ahead and buy them, because if I don't use them now, which I probably won't, I will be needing them for next year when it comes time for the holiday decorating again. So I probably will set these aside in one of my bins and hang on to them then. These are nicely wired. It's nice and heavy too. So it's really going to be easy to shape these all up. Give them, one thing about silk flowers is that when you get them, make sure that when you take them out of the box and you're getting ready to use them, that you do fluff them, that you separate the petals, that you separate the leaves. Just to give yourself, make sure you have the leaves facing the right way and you're not looking at the back of them. And some of them I know you have to, because that's the way they're put together and you can't change that. But make sure that you do fluff those. That you also bend them in different ways so that they look a lot more natural. The more you work with these and move the petals and the leaves around and bend them and twist them, open up the little stamens on the inside. If you have more than one branch of berries at the top, that you kind of spread those out and distribute those nicely. And the more you work with that, I think the more natural that the flowers become. So you don't have to have silk flowers that are stiff and look like silk flowers. They can look a lot more real and appealing visually if you just kind of take the time to fluff them and move them around and get that all set up so you have something that's a little more natural. So I have those, and I will fluff the rest of these when I'm ready to use them. Like I said, I was kind of thinking ahead, and I've also bought, this is really pretty, I bought a couple of these because I thought they were so pretty, but they're actually candle rings, but you can use them for other than just candle rings. You can use them for a lot of other items. You could clip some of these side branches off, use them in with your wreaths. And the only problem is with these berries is that you're going to lose a few of them, and that can't be helped because they don't stay put. But also remember to work with these and make sure you get this all fluffed out and moved around. Get your leaves pulled out, get them straightened out a little bit more. Some of these the little greenery, the grasses that are in there, you'll want to pull out, and that will make it look a lot more natural, and it'll make it flow a little bit better around this wreath. And it is, as you can see, a nice, pretty nice wreath. This one is kind of a large one, which could be the starting point of a wreath. And then this could be added to whatever you want to do with that. You may even have an Easter bunny that you might want to set in the center of this, one of those wooden ones. You could also, so it wouldn't have to be just a candle, but it can also be like the start of another floral decoration. So this could be like the base of it, and it could sit on top of a ceramic pot, and then the rest of the arrangement can come out of the center of this. And so you can add on and build up with this one, and this one would just actually sit on top of the bowl or the pot that you're working with. So this one has a lot of uses, so you might want to take a look at those. I got that purple one because I could use lavender with that. You can use olive green with that. And then I also got this one. It's smaller, and as you can see, it's yellow. So this one is a yellow and green combination, which I think is bright and beautiful. And I'm going to probably at Easter time use some eggs to go in with this. And I will probably set this on top of a compote and then work from the center of that up and then around the outside edges. So I did get me a little bag of eggs. They're green, speckled. So those are real nice, good size. And I got most of what I did I did get another one. I forgot. Okay, I got this nice rose colored one too. I think it's about the same size as the yellow. Yeah, looks like it's the same size as that yellow one, so it's a bit smaller. But it's in a nice rose color, which I think would also be pretty for spring, summer, Easter if you want to use this for making an Easter design. That would be real pretty, and I do like that color. It has a little bit of, that's almost a lavender color in there with that right there. So you have a lot of ways in which you can use this too, and a lot of pretty color in it. Oh, I had to take some medicine for my sinuses today, and trying to get them dried up, and pardon me, my nose is getting drippy. I also got this pretty little stem. I think this is really cute. I wanted to see what it looked like, so I just ordered one of these, but it has a nice lily in it, and then it has some nice little spring flowers, almost looks like hydrangeas. And it has some little berries in it, and then a lot of different grasses in there with it too. As you can see, I just have a habit of every time I get a hold of one of these things, I just have to start arranging it and fluffing it out and filling it in with whatever is there so it makes a nicer display. A little bit of ivy in there, but that doesn't want to cooperate, so we'll leave that be. But I'll leave this one out and let it begin to relax, so it begin to shape back up again a little bit nicer. And there are 2 buds in there. Okay, so you'll want to pull the buds out and be able to, so you can see those, and you'll be able to use that as part of the arrangement as well. So that one's really kind of cute. So I might order some more of those for a spring design. And then the rest of this is all the cactus. I bought different stems of cactus. Oh, I have a wreath that, I forgot to bring it out with me, that I want to do. And I want to do it all with cactus, with the succulents. And because it's very open, very airy, and I thought it would look really nice with the design of it, just to use succulents on it. So that's what I'm going to do. So I got quite a few different ones. These are nice small ones. And I think on these I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 of those stems. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of these small ones. So those, I think those are cute because those will probably fit like inside of, because it's kind of tubular. The wreath that I want to do is tubular shaped, so these little ones like this will fit inside the tube, and these can go on the outside. And then there are a couple, oh no, I got 6 of those. Okay, that's 6. Then I got these boxes. I think there's a set of 3 in here of other little succulents. Oh, actually there's 4 in them. I only got a couple of those. So that should finish it out. And then what other greenery or flowers that I may want to attach to it, that's what I'll do. But I think these are really sweet. This one has a pretty color on it. And then the color of the greens all vary. And that's what I like to see when I'm working with a lot of greenery and a lot of foliage. I like to see different colors in it and different shapes of the leaves. That's what really adds the most interest, I think, is when all that comes together. Okay, so that's what I got from Factory Direct. I'll put some of this back and clear some space again because I got a couple more. And all together, let's see, I spent $124.72, so it wasn't too bad for everything I got. As the succulents don't come, those are always so expensive, and no, they don't come cheap. So I'll just kind of toss these back in the box, fill a little space with some of this. And now that I have those berries all over, I'm going to tuck those, just kind of toss those into the bottom of that box. And I will have to run the sweeper afterwards too. Okay, let me put this one aside. And a couple of other things that I got are for, actually they're not for my floral arrangements. It's actually for my lampshade designing. I have started to pin the fabric panels on this particular frame. I want to get this one done. So I've been working with it and getting that stitched on. And I did finish the stitching in a darker color so that you would be able to see that just a little bit better. So this has actually one of the panels sewn on, and all of this will get covered up, so you won't see any of the mechanics or you won't see any of the stitching. And I did it in the black because the trim that I want to use to go around this will be in a dark color like that, and then this won't show through the open weave of the trim on there. And I bought some little metal tassels. These are so cute. I love these. They're not very big. They're really quite small. But they're very delicate and very pretty little tassels that I am going to sew onto the end of these little points right here. Once I have everything all done, this will be stitched onto the edge of the trim. So on all these little shorter points, I will have this cute little tassel that will be dangling there. I don't want to use any other fringe on this. I want to keep it a little more simple, so it's the only place that I'll actually have any kind of detail. But I have also, and I do have, I'll show that to you in a minute, I do have a applique that I purchased that I want to be able to use in these bigger areas, because this will be a different fabric than the small ones. So this will have this color that will be here in the larger panels. So this will be pinned, this will be stitched, this will be trimmed out on this panel, and it goes all the way down here. So I have this fabric cut out and prepared for that. So it'll be two different fabrics. But this one I'm going to put an applique on, and I'll show you that. But these little tassels I got from a company it's Lila Supplies. They're on Etsy. They have a shop on Etsy, and I bought it from them. And they actually came from out of the country. These came from Turkey. But I thought they were so cute, so I went ahead and bought those. Very nicely made. Very nice. Very, very nice. So I have those. And then for the applique, this one here I ordered from on an Etsy site as well. It comes from Mary, not Martha. Oh, if you ever need any beautiful trims or appliques or bits of lace or feathers, millinery flowers, I mean, she's got so much stuff on her website, on her shop there at Etsy, and it's beautiful. She has such beautiful quality, and I've ordered from her a lot of times for my lamps. But this is the applique that I want to use with this fabric on those larger panels. So each one will have this fabric and that applique on it to trim it out. And I think these are going to be quite stunning when it's all done. And I think those panels will really stand out beautifully with this color combination on there. And that, I just think that is so pretty. I love that. I think it's going to be really stunning when I have it all done and get that all trimmed out. So that'll be pretty nice. And then I also got, she had all these little roses, these flowers, in huge variety of colors. So I got peach, because you never know what lamp I might be doing in the future, so I can set these aside until I have, a lampshade that I'm working on, and this color combination is going to work with the fabric that I chose. So I got these pretty little rose colored. I got the peach color. I got the beige and brown. I do a lot of neutral colored shades, shades in neutral colors, so these should work quite well for those. I got quite a few of them. I got this fuchsia, that pretty fuchsia color. I think this is really, really pretty. I like that combination. So I got some of those. And I also bought, now this will give you a sample of the laces, the kind of laces that she carries. It may be a little hard to distinguish the color, but it comes in this, there's purple, these small pieces here, the little flowers, the little round berries, those are in a purple. These roses here, these three, are in an olive green, and this one here, these two are in a deep chocolate brown, and that's the same color combination then in the leaves, is that olive green, this pretty purple, and some of the brown in those leaves. But it's a nice net lace, and this can be cut out and used however you want, because you can take this smaller section out and use it in one area and then the larger section in another one. And I will trim off all this excess netting. I'll trim that all off of there. And here is a larger one. This one is just beautiful. Same color combination, but a much larger one, which could also be used around the neckline. If you want to keep it all as one piece and use this in the neckline, you can do that. But I also, on this one, can cut this down into at least 3, if not 4 other pieces that could be used in different places around the lampshade. But I think that is just really, really sharp. And I think in the center of these flowers, I'm thinking about putting a small rhinestone in there so it has just a little bit of twinkle to it too. So I bought 2 of those, and they were quite expensive, and they're gone now. She didn't have any left. And I just ordered these, so they went pretty fast, which I can see why. But I did manage to get 1 more of them ordered for myself, and a couple more of these for myself. So that made me happy, but she is totally sold out on those now. And another applique that I bought, oh, my nose again. Sorry. It just keeps wanting to drip now. That probably didn't sound good, did it? But these appliques here, and at Mary Not Martha, I also got a sample. She'll give you, like for $1, she'll send you a sample of some of the laces if you want a sample of that. I wanted to see how this one would look, but I'm not quite sure. I think it's just a little too busy. Too many of the flowers on there, not enough open spaces for what I want to use it for. But altogether, Mary Not Martha, her total came to $99.25. So, well, you can see with the appliques how expensive the project gets when you're making a lampshade. With the appliques costing you that much, it's really quite a little bit. So it's not a little more expensive to work on the lampshades. This set of appliques, I love this one. Also comes from another shop on Etsy, and I've ordered from her several times before. She has, it's called Sweet Inspirations on Etsy, and she has these beautiful appliques that she cuts out of lace pieces, and she dyes them herself. And this one here, it's in a very soft, well, not quite so soft when I turn it to the right side. Always helps if you have it right side up. But it has this really orange, it's this, it's not really it's not a bright orange, it's just a very antiqued looking piece. And then the pretty green leaves. But I think this orange and this green combination is really pretty without being neon. It's a very subtle color of that. And I have a lampshade that I want to do that swirls the frame. The metal frame actually curves up. And I want to use these for that. And so I bought enough that it would work for that lampshade frame. And I could use these then as my appliques. They don't necessarily have to go up and down the shade. I think what I want to do is set it to go this way, and then encircle the middle part of the frame with these flowers, because I think these are just really pretty. Nicely done. She has some really striking pieces. So you might want to check that out if you're ever in need of a pretty applique or a bit of lace for a project. She's another one. Sweet Inspirations. And this set right here cost me $103 for 8 of them. So I do have 8. I think it's 8. Yeah, 8. So that one was a special order because I wanted them all in the same color. So that was a special order, and that's everything that I have going on for today. I thought I would just show you what new projects are going to be coming up and items that I will be using in those. So I think that's everything for today, and I hope you all have a good afternoon. It's sunny here. We haven't gotten any snow yet, but I hear that some of you have. So enjoy that snow, but don't send it my way because I hate snow. I'm a real bah humbug when it comes to winter. It's not my favorite time of the year. And I don't like getting out in the winter time either. So until we meet again, may God bless. Thank you for watching. This is Linda signing off. Thank you. Yippee-ki-yay. Oh.